guest on stage is Darasing Khurana, and we just discovered we've got a lot of the same friends. I'm a big fan of India. You can kind of see by what I'm wearing, and yeah, we kind of know some of the same people. So, wonderful. Come on up, and a big hand for Darasing.
I got that. Thank you. Hello, everybody. We're here speaking about freedom, and freedom can certainly have some more energy. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, now we're speaking about freedom here. Well, I am Darasing Khurana from India, and to share a little about me, I am a Bollywood actor. I produce films. I'm a philanthropist working in the space of mental health and cancer, and I am also the global ambassador for Commonwealth's 56 countries. My first interaction with President Vit was a couple of months ago in the Oxford University in London. I was delivering a keynote on a mental health summit, and just the evening before, there was an award ceremony where I was invited as well. And I was seated right next to President Vit, and that's where we started speaking about Liberland. And I was, like everybody else, very surprised to know something like this is also brewing somewhere. And when I looked it up, I thought, fantastic idea, wonderful. But when I got a call from President Vit to come here and be a speaker at the 10th anniversary of Liberland, I thought to myself, India is really far from here. Should I be going or not? I had read about Liberland online, but a lot of times what's written about a state is very different than how your citizens perceive it to be. And I thought it might be worthwhile to travel all the way to understand if the vision of the citizens is exactly what the Constitution or what the vision for Liberland is. And here I am speaking with all of y'all. Well, we've had some brilliant speakers coming here speaking about how to build a country, about the infrastructure of the country, or how the banking system would be, how the transactions would happen, how the international relationships would be. But having said that, is any of that possible without a very strong foundation of a country? Absolutely not. Nothing of that would survive unless we build a very, very strong foundation for the country. While I was on my way here to the venue, I was having a conversation with a few citizens, and I decided to ask them, why did you choose to become the citizens? Because you're already citizens of a couple of leading European countries. And what I heard was they were not happy with their governments or how governments work in their country. They thought, they had this frustration for the governments, and they thought Liberland offers freedom, and that is the reason they choose Liberland. But one thing that really pinched me was, it's absolutely correct, it is absolutely a human right to not like something and to be able to build something better so that you can build a benchmark and show the world that things can be done this way as well. Yes. But is it right to build something out of frustration? Absolutely not. When you're trying to specially build something which is going to be a legacy, it cannot be built on the basis of frustration itself. It has to be built with a wider vision and a lot of compassion. Imagine 50 years down the line when Liberland is going to be a state, and students in the books are going to be reading about the history of Liberland. Imagine your grandchildren or their children are going to be reading about the history, and they say that the founders of Liberland built this nation because they were frustrated. Or the founders of Liberland built this nation because they did not like how the countries were functioning, and that is the reason they wanted to build something more beautiful, more better, so that they can show the world that, hey, look, there is a model that we have built which is better than the current system that you're working on, and you could probably, if you like, follow or adapt to our system. I would certainly choose the idea number 2 here. So for that, I just am here to sow this little seed in your minds and your thoughts, that let us all come together and think that on what foundation do we want to build this country? The foundation certainly has to be compassion, and the foundation has to be something that we want to prove to the world that we can run the world in a better way. It's just that you're not choosing to run it. And if we can, so can you. And that would be the right model to prove to the world. So the next time I come here for the next 11th anniversary, I would say, I would certainly be very, very happy when I interact with the citizens of Liberland and I hear that there is a little shift in the thought process. And I am here to completely support Liberland in any way possible. And thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you very much. Thank you.